Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Seven Oaks Outdoors. I'm Jeff, and if you've never been here before, then welcome, and if you have, then I'm sorry that I took a long break. But no, I had an injury at work that took me out for the summer, and I was out for 3 months. I broke my foot, broke all the major bones in my foot. But anyway, today I wanted to bring you the Garland Verti split. This is quite a machine. I bought this back last winter, and I really haven't put a lot of hours on it just because of my injury. And today I just wanted to take you and show you all the major benefits of this machine. I did a lot of shopping around. There's a lot of these vertical splitters out there now, but for me, this was the one. So, and I'm going to go through all the features of it, and if you're in the market for one of these things, maybe you'll consider these guys. Two brothers up in upstate New York that build these, and they do a heck of a job. It's a great machine, and I'm gonna walk you around it real quick and show you all the benefits of it. Okay guys, so here's a quick overview of the machine. Garland's fabrication, made in America, of course. So you have a 16-ton ram and a 4-inch cylinder. It's very stout. I have not put a log through here yet that it would not split. We're here in the eastern part of the mid-Atlantic, and most of what we split is white oak, red oak, hickory, stuff like that. So we have really hard wood here. And let's see, I'm not sure on this, but I'm going to measure it just to see. This tape measure is a little bit beat up. Let me see if I can get this for you. Okay, so you got 14 inches right there. And I can turn it on a little bit later and show you what this does, but basically this right here is going to adjust your return on your cylinder. So say you have a say you have a 16-inch log and you don't want it to go all the way back up. You want to try to make up some time, speed it up a little bit. This thing's, you can set it to where it come just above the log and stop, and then go right back down. So it's operated with a foot pedal. It just plugs in right here to the front of the machine. Pretty basic. Once the machine is on, just step on it and the cylinder will come down. One thing you do want to be careful of, I like to tuck it under the machine when I'm working, just because I've walked by and stepped on it before, and it's touchy. It'll go down when it's supposed to. So if you step on it, it's going to go down. You got to keep your hands out of the way, and that's why I like to tuck it up under the machine when I'm using it. Okay, all these models come standard with a working light, LED working light. It's really actually a nice bright light that will allow you to work, all hours of the night if you need to. So this model has the log lift. It also has an optional conveyor that would be on this side. But the way I use the machine is when I split, I stack into these totes. So I didn't feel the need for one, although I wish I would have had it now, because it would be nice if you were, going into a dump truck or into the back of a pickup. It would save you a lot of time and effort. So, but anyhow, this one has the log lift, and this thing will lift any log or amount of logs you can put on it. It's really stout. It's in the almost stowed position right now. It'll go up a little further for travel, and you're gonna put a pin in that hole right there, and it's gonna keep it locked in, keep it from coming down when you're traveling. I was just using it, so I just have it kind of like that for right now. Okay, I got the yellow one. All the metal is sandblasted down and powder coated. Their trademark color is yellow. They will make it in Kubota orange, John Deere green. Really easy guys to work with. If you tell them what you want, they will probably do it for you. But I got the yellow. That's kind of their signature color. A lot of splitters have their own colors. There's some blue and orange ones out there. There's some red ones out there. And this is the yellow one. Okay, one thing I think is really cool is it's got these fork pockets in it. So if you want to lift it up and put it on a loading dock or something, or if you want to lift it up and put it on a trailer, it's ready to go. You want to have something pretty stout to lift it with, though, because this unit weighs about 2,000 pounds. I opted for the Honda motor. At the time when I got this, they were doing Honda, Yamaha, Kohler, I believe. But check with them if you want to order one. I got the Honda. That's what I requested. I think they're kind of going in that direction, but I can't speak for their business. But I do know that they were, very willing to work with me. One of my requirements was a Honda motor, and that's what they put on it. So, really love this engine. I've got a cold start. When I first got it, had 0.3 of an hour on it. Now I have, what is it? Well, that's not the right amount of hours, because I left the key on once and the hour meter kept running. So I don't have 800 hours on it yet, that's for sure. I do have some hours on it, but not that many. It's electric start. It has rubber dampeners under the mounting plate to reduce vibration. That's also going to help your engine live a longer life. So it has a 20-gallon hydraulic tank with its own filter, and the valves are electric over hydraulic valves. So that's the best you can get right there. Now underneath the machine, we have a Dexter torsion axle. If you're familiar with trailers at all, torsion axle is probably the best axle you can buy, and Dexter is one of the top names in the industry. I can say this thing pulls very nicely at 70 miles an hour down the road. You don't even know it's back there. So the hitch itself is foldable to fold out of the way. You just pull that pin, and it'll pivot right around into this pocket right here. You can get that out of the way for more compact spaces, easier to walk around. Especially if you have the conveyor on there, be nice. I don't usually fold it out of the way just because I'm on like 5 acres right here, so it's not in my way at all. But that is a nice feature. Okay, this one came with an 1 7/8 hitch, and I think they switched over to 2-inch, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, that one works really well. Pulls very nice. And then you have a jack here that folds up out of the way, and then you have another jack over here. I put this down when I'm splitting, and it'll help you sometimes if you need to level it a little bit. The machine doesn't have to be super level to work, but that's also a nice feature too. Keeps it from moving around. A 14-inch wedge on a 4-inch cylinder with 16 tons of force. And that's not 16 tons of Home Depot force. That's 16 tons of force. That's really, there's no comparison, let's put it that way, between the box stores and a unit like this. All the bigger, more reputable companies that are making these units similar to this, if you notice, they're usually in the teens on the rating. But if you put them up against a box store splitter, there will be no comparison. I have both, so I can vouch for that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start it up and split a little firewood before I have to go, before the sun goes down, which you can see it over there through the trees. She's leaving us quickly. We just had the fall behind hour change, and I'm not digging it yet. So, but anyhow, let's fire this thing up and we'll split a little wood. You want to make sure before you start it that this is in the start position. Right there, it's in the stop position. You push it in and twist it. Try and do this one-handed. There you go. It pops out, and you can see the little lines indicating that it's ready to go. And that kills everything on the machine. Like the log lift, the cylinder, the engine, the conveyor if you have one. So that's a really nice safety feature. Let's start her up. One thing I didn't mention, it's got rollers on it. Stainless steel rollers in there. It's going to give you a longer life. Rollers back here. And I'm going to adjust the height right now. Show you what I was talking about earlier. Just about right for this log right here. You see how it doesn't go back up as far? If I have a bigger log in there, hold that all the way up, you get your full 24 inches of stroke. But I don't need that because I'm cutting 16-inch logs. So I'm going to move it down just a couple inches above the log to increase my cycle time. Right in there probably, we'll check it. It's perfect. I want to save a little room in there just for safety and just for a variation of different log cuts. I was able to pop that garbage right off of there. premium firewood right there. Let's stop. Bright. All right, guys, that's about it for the Verti split. I hope you enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed this machine. It's been flawless so far, and just really having a good time with it. I'm able to make the best firewood around, and you know, it's just gives you a good feeling when you can do something 100%. But anyhow, that's the Verti split inside and out. If you have any questions, I will put a link to Garland's website in the comments, and you can hit them up. Really nice guys, really great guys to work with. We actually worked out a deal where they delivered 2 of them to Virginia. I think they were sick of the winter weather up there and they wanted a road trip, so nice guys. So I can't say enough good about them, can't say enough good about their equipment, and hopefully I'm not 6 months making the next video. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it, and if you would, leave a comment down below and maybe like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you.